Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Minnesota State Park Hiking Club Trail Series. Today we traveled to Forestville Mystery Cave in Preston, Minnesota. Forestville Mystery Cave is essentially two sides of the same coin. The portion of the park that is considered Forestville is a beautiful forest full of maples and other trees. Mystery Cave is a cave that explores the geology below the ground in the area, and although not directly beneath Forestville, it shows an excellent example of the terrain underneath the park. The Forestville portion of the park was acquired and established in 1963, with Mystery Cave being incorporated into the park several years later in 1987. Its location places it as one of the state parks along the edge of the prairie biome to the west and the deciduous forest to the east. The name Forestville is taken from the former town that the park is built around. The town was founded in 1853, but like many towns in that period, declined when the railroad bypassed it, leading to it eventually being owned by a single person. The wildlife at the park is diverse, and although rare, this park contains a potential opportunity to spot a timber rattlesnake. They shouldn't be a threat if left alone, and you should consider yourself quite lucky if you do spot one, as years of hiking here, I've yet to see one. The more standard forest creatures, such as deer and woodchucks, also grace the forest. There have been at least 175 bird species spotted in the park, including the scarlet tanager. I would also be missing an opportunity to point out that the rivers would indeed be a fantastic place to fish for trout. There used to be a significant bat population within Mystery Cave. However, the cave was infected by WNS, or white noise syndrome, that has wiped out over 94% of the population of bats within the Mystery Cave. The cave is about 5 miles from Forestville and has over 13 miles of passages. The temperature in the cave is a constant 48 degrees Fahrenheit, which lots of the rivers flow into the cave below the surface, resurfacing elsewhere, resulting in the rivers and streams around the park having a much lower temperature in sections than other similar surface water. The only way for visitors to set foot inside the cave is via a guided tour, a tour that is most certainly worth it, especially on hot summer days. The hiking club trail starts out by the campground, so it's one of the state parks where you can camp. Get up bright and early and start the trail right after some camp toast and eggs. There is a section just off the trail in between the two camping areas that has a small bridge and a small patch of woods. During the summer, when the fireflies are at a sufficient density, this creates an absolutely magical dusk walk through the woods. A walk that I like to bring everyone I can to see. It does not, however, translate very well to camera. So, unfortunately, I don't have any footage of it. The hiking club passes through one of the two camping areas and travels along the river for the first section. The river can be seen at different points through the brush, as well as at crossing points for horses, where the path goes directly into the river. That's a good thing to note. The state park is an extremely popular horse riding state park, one that my mother-in-law would ride frequently with family and friends. So you will be sharing portions of the hiking club trail with horses, so it's important to be aware and respectful as you pass them. The hiking club trail meanders through the forest and around the streams before eventually turning slowly towards the rising hills. The forest throughout maintains a significant canopy, dominated mostly by maples, leaving a forest floor of short green shrubs and young trees attempting to maneuver their way into the canopy at any point where there's a shot of light. You eventually make it to a high point on the trail, and if you turn, it turns to the left, but if you look to your right, you'll see a steep slope that kind of reminds me of a few of the trails we've taken in Wilton, New Hampshire specifically. My favorite part of the trail is the little spots that require a little detour from the hiking club trail, but allow you to step out into the river should you be wearing the proper footwear. A recommendation, considering the portion of the trail in the state park do cross through some of the rivers. A word of warning, though, most of the rivers are flowing back up from being underground, so they are frigid, even on the hottest of summer days. An unrelated trail to the hiking club trail in the park is Big Springs. It takes you to a spring that flows right from a small cave underneath a rock face. A worthy detour if you have the time to explore. Thank you for watching, and if you like this addition to the series, like and subscribe. Also, Let us know which state park you'd like to see next.